Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Joy of Puzzles. I have for you today another of the Disney Villainous Collection. It is the Queen of Hearts. This puzzle was published in 2020 by the Ravensburger Company. A little company history there. Ravensburger was established in 1883. They are originally founded in the country of Germany, and they released their first board games all the way back in 1884. And for the next 3 generations, they focused primarily on educational publications and games, things for the schoolroom, classroom, things of that nature, and for home, of course. They didn't get into the jigsaw business until the 60s. They are currently a $60 million company with over 2,000 employees around the world, but primarily in Europe. Now, they don't make the biggest puzzle in the world, if you go look that up on Wikipedia or on some Guinness website. But they do offer in their catalog some of the largest you can find for resale. They measure 22.5 feet by 6.5 feet in size. They are 40,000 pieces, and the 2 that they offer are both Disney themed. Obviously, these folks they are a licensed rep for the Disney company. You see a lot of their puzzles being made by them, including the Disney Villainous Collection that we're looking at today. So this puzzle is one in a large collection, and the individual artist is not given. It is the talented folks at Disney Studios. It appears that the scenes in this puzzle are taken directly from the 1951 version of Alice in Wonderland, and I specifically give the date there because there have been a lot of remakes of Alice in Wonderland. Animated versions, live action versions, stories about the author, a story about how the book was written. It's, quite the famous piece of literature and common movie fodder. The strategy to build a puzzle like this, well, I have built a bunch of these lately, having just built the Hades puzzle, the Evil Queen, and Ursula. I have this pretty much down pat. Don't start with the border. We still pull all the pieces out and put them aside, but experience has taught us that the border is challenging on its own. No reason to do it ahead of time. Within the puzzle, there are so many individual cells and images that they work as little borders. So that said, we started with the large red statue object thing in the center. The little, I assume it's the game piece for what these puzzles are based on. And then, all the different pictures and frames. We started with red, stuck with red, and then branched out from there. You just build all the little pictures around it, and then you start building connections. You start putting them together, and you start looking at the frames, not just the internal images, because each frame is mostly unique. There is a little overlap, but it's a good tactic also when trying to build one of these puzzles to hunt down all the frames, and most of them are abutting, so it's pretty easy to figure out where they go, and not much just plain color in the middle. At the end of the puzzle, you do end up doing a little hunt and peck method, but that is almost all of it has a shade to it. There is some pure colors that take a little time, but not much. Most of the pieces have just a little snippet of some color or frame that makes placing it pretty straightforward. Again, we've built a lot of these lately, and I have actually a couple more queued up. As I'm sitting here recording this, I have 2 more done and another one almost done. It's become really easy. This puzzle took 3.5 hours, which is incredibly fast for a 1,000-piece puzzle. We have it down to a system. Because the strategy is the same between all of them, it's almost like building the same puzzle every time. Yes, the image is different, but the tactics are the same, and the approach is the same, so it becomes very methodical. Let's review the puzzle. I'm going to review this puzzle in 4 categories on a scale of 1 to 5. The first category is the puzzle material quality, the paperboard itself. Ravensburger uses a blue chip recycled material. and I'm going to give this quality a 3, which for recycled material is arguably a notch higher than normal. My experience with a lot of recycled puzzles is they're a 2, not properly laminated. Not the case in this. I will mention it because I always mention it. It does leave this blue powder everywhere that you have to clean up afterwards. And, I try not to let it bother me, but I clearly bring it up in every video and every time I do a Ravensburger puzzle made from this stuff. The puzzle cut quality, right where it should be. It's a 3. You can build the puzzle with confidence. The pieces go together pretty well. Only once in a while do you find that you're unsure of where it fits. In particular, you find that with the border. That's where the cut quality is particularly important. But it's a 3. It's not above average, but at the same time, not a deterrent. Nothing that detracts from the build. Difficulty. I'm going to keep giving these 2s, though it has gotten to a point where it feels like it should be a 1 for us. As you see in this puzzle, we have a third participant helping us, and that helps with the time. And I listed it at 3.5 hours, so that's for 2 people, but we actually did it in less than that. We did it closer to 3. But difficulty, I'm still going to give it a 2. You build... Certainly if you build one of these and build another, you'll understand what I'm talking about, that the process is the same every time. And that in itself makes it go faster and faster. The final category, the most subjective of them all, is frameability. If I was the type of person who built a puzzle once and then sealed it, if this was a poster, would I buy it? And this is a 3. It's not, fine art, so to speak, but it's clearly a poster. I can imagine whatever kids are playing this game, or young adults, I don't even know, are playing this game. This collection, I could see they would want this hanging in their room, decorating with their favorite Disney villain or collection of them. It's, maybe you like more than one. So definitely a 3. It's frameable. It's a poster, clearly designed to be a poster, and full of so many iconic scenes from the movie. The overall score, after all that, I'm going to give it a 3. These are enjoyable, quick builds. Certainly if you have young adults in the family that play the game, I can see how they would really enjoy working on this. And it's also fun as an adult to talk about the movie and reminisce that, oh yeah, I haven't watched that in 20 plus years. And I mean, this movie dates back all the way to 1954, so certainly lots of generations have seen this film, so it's a good family build. Great puzzle, great collection. I look forward to building the rest of them. At the end, you'll see me take the puzzle apart, take the edges off, put them in a little plastic baggie. That's not a cheat, that just saves somebody 20 minutes of sorting next time. It certainly doesn't make the build go any faster. If you like the puzzle, if you like the video, if you like the narrative, go ahead, click the like button, maybe even sign up, and I appreciate all you folks out there who take 10 minutes out of your busy day to watch one of these videos and listen to me talk about my hobby. Thanks again, everyone, and I look forward to bringing you more puzzles in the very near future.